Yes, people, we're back again with another episode of Football on Demand. I am Stefan, and once again, I'm joined by Ed and Emmanuel. And we're going to jump straight into it this week with another big one. And I'm sure we've all seen it in terms of Man United and them no longer being in the Champions League. And the catastrophe of that whole situation. So I'm going to start off by just opening the floor to Ed and being like, Ed, what do you think about that whole situation?
First of all, I don't know if you want to go back and look it up. I said when that group got released, Man United ain't getting out of that group. Steph, what I say? What did I say? Even after United beat PSG away, Leipzig at home, I still knew United were going to find a way to mess it up. And the funniest thing about this whole situation, right, is United went into game week 6 just needing a draw. They could have won, they could have drew, and they would have been through. The most improbable outcome happened to them, and it was the manner it happened, because it was the hope that killed United. When I say hope, it was the hope that after you beat PSG, after you beat Leipzig, you're going to win the group, top the group, carry on. And then even after the last moment, it was the hope that when you was losing 3-2, that you're going to somehow miraculously get that result. But it just confirms my point that Ollie is a fraud. Those players are fraud-esque. Pogba, fraud. The whole team is just fraudery.
I don't agree with that comment personally. I don't agree with that. I agree with the manager, and I think I said it before. I think the manager has no managerial talent. Man United have just been getting by on pure vibes. It's just been pure good vibes under Solskjaer. That's what it's been. Pure good vibes. No real managerial talent. We went into the game, and I think we were set up with three at the back. That 3-5-2 formation, which I don't particularly like. I don't particularly think it suits Man United, and I think we're better off. He made a system change that didn't need to be made at that time. So his tactics will be questioned, and they were questioned, and we just failed to do it by 2-0 down within the first 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes or so. That's a joke. That's a joke. But then also, I can't pin all the blame on him. Some of those players have to be questioned in terms of where was their desire to just get through. Where was their desire to get through? Again, but the manager lacks the ability to motivate his players in critical times.
Obviously, in terms of what I think, I think like after this loss now, I think like the players have like truly and well and given up on Ollie. Like, how can you still want to play for Ollie at this moment in time? He's lost 3 semi-finals in a row. He lost on Tuesday, arguably his most important match of his career, and you go out like that. Like, I just don't see how it's defendable. Like, I don't understand what the owners at Man United are still doing, keeping Ollie in the job. I don't understand. Do they just want to wait out till Christmas, just give him till the end of the season? But I just don't understand. United are not going anywhere with Ollie at this moment in time.
I think, I heard a statement, and I don't know whether it's true, but the board came out and said that they have seen progression under Ollie, and that they believe that we are capable of mounting a title challenge this season.
That's got to be some fake comment, right?
That's got to be from the Sun.
What?
You can look it up now. They've come out and they've backed the manager, and they seem to think that we can mount a title challenge. Now, I personally think whoever wrote that or said that, whatever person from the board said that, is particularly high. They were smoking some form of hallucinogenic.
Steph, here's my question to you. Obviously, you had your opinions on Mourinho. I had my opinions on Mourinho. You had your opinions on Ollie. Would you honestly say that United are improving or have improved since Mourinho was in charge?
No, but what I would say is that when Mourinho left, it brought a bit of relief to the club, and it also changed the mood around the club. So no matter how bad Ollie does, because of the person that Ollie is around the club, it will never be as negative as it was when Mourinho was there. Mourinho breeds negativity when he's not getting what he wants.
But he was winning. Ollie's not even doing that at the moment.
But we don't. At Man United, they don't just want winners though. They want they want to create a culture around the club. Mourinho doesn't suit that culture, and it's the same thing that will happen at Tottenham. Listen, if Mourinho doesn't win at Tottenham, give it a couple seasons, and he will give it not even end of this season and next season, and he will breed that negativity in Tottenham.
Yeah, we just have to wait till the end of the season, I guess.
It's just what he does. It's just what he does.
One thing we do know is United was winning with him. Without him, they're losing. That's a fact, and we know that for sure.
Yeah, no, because the thing is, with United, what he won the Community Shield,
Europa Cup, Europa League, sorry,
Europa League, yeah, the Europa League, and
the Carling Cup,
and the Carling Cup. Okay,
yeah.
So now Ollie's dropped down into the Europa League. If we go and win the Europa League, then what?
Well, the thing is, these are all speculations. What I'm speaking of facts that what Mourinho actually achieved. But Ollie had opportunities to win 2 of those trophies last season, and he bottled them both.
2 of those trophies, only one, which was the Carling Cup in terms of
the Carling Cup and the Europa League. He had a chance to win them both last season, and he bottled them both in the semi-finals. Mourinho wouldn't have bottled that at the semi-final. Mourinho would have gone to the final. How can we not?
I think at least Mourinho would have made it to at least one. From his track record, we can say he probably would have made one.
I can give you that. But to say Mourinho's never bottled semi-finals, we know that Mourinho has bottled semi-finals. Mourinho has lost semi-finals. Every top-class manager has.
Yeah, but with Ollie, he's lost every semi-final he's played.
But let's not forget, like, you know, it is, how do I put it? This is the first club where he's required to win.
Yeah.
This is his first club where he's required that. That's a requirement. So every manager has to adapt to that ability. Everyone has to adapt to that surrounding in terms of that requirement.
But the thing is, I reckon the reason why you're saying these things about Ollie at this moment is because if he will take aside the fact that he's a United legend, take away from the fact he's such a nice guy, if he was any other manager, if he was any other manager, he would have been gone a long time ago. And this isn't even just for United. This is for any top club.
Do you think this is just like what is it? PTSD, where like United have just got rid of all their managers before. Literally, they want to stick it out with Ollie. Do you think that may be the case? Like this changing is just not going to keep on working, so they just want to stick out with him.
Yeah, I think the idea is that, you know, like Sir Alex Ferguson didn't build a dynasty over one season, over 2 seasons. It didn't happen that way. It took time to build what he wanted, and people are forgetting that fact. And people have forgotten that fact. We're in a world now where we look at clubs and we expect instant success, and we look for managers that bring instant success. And Man United, I guess, over the last 5, 6, 7 seasons, have brought in managers where they expect success straight away, but it still hasn't delivered the Premier League. Bro. Mourinho couldn't do it. Van Gaal couldn't do it. All these world-class managers that have done it can't do it.
Mourinho couldn't do it, boy. He got closer than anyone else.
He didn't do it at the end of the day. He still didn't do it.
That's fair enough. He didn't deliver the Premier League, fair enough, but he delivered a level of success.
But he was brought in. It's the same way we talk about Pep Guardiola bringing to win the Champions League. Mourinho was brought to Man United at a time to win the league, and he didn't do it. It's that simple.
Yeah, fair enough. He didn't win the league. But my point is, he was United's most successful manager since Fergie, right?
Yeah, but the problem was that season he left. Where did he leave us?
No. He left United still in the Champions League.
No, but where did he leave us? He didn't leave us in the bro. He left us out in the Champions League, bro.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't, because when Ollie came in, he had a night in Paris. Remember, that was Ollie's first season.
Exactly. Ollie's night in Paris, bro. That's what Ollie's night in Paris, bro.
No, but Mourinho took United there. What?
I'm trying to think.
Mourinho took them past the group stages. Because remember, he got fired after December, after the Liverpool game, and then after that, the group stages started in March. So Mourinho took them to the last 16. Then he got sacked, and then Ollie came in.
Yeah, okay. So even though he took them there, but where did he leave Man United, bro? Man United as a club, bro, we were down in the bottom half when he left. You know.
He hadn't had a seat. They hadn't had a full season. Who would have known what he would have done?
He hadn't had a full season. The previous season before.
Yeah, when he came second, the season you're talking about when he got sacked, he only had half a season. We don't know what would happen.
So he might have gone to win another cup. To be fair,
but we'll never know, bro. There was no. This is what I'm thinking about. You're talking about managers going in and what they're designed to do. But you said to me that Pep Guardiola's time at Manchester City was a failure because he hasn't won the Champions League, bro. The same can be said for Mourinho at Man United because Man United, he was brought into Man United to win the league, bro, and he didn't do it.
Okay, so
what is Ollie the man then to win United the league?
No,
then, in your opinion,
I've always said he's not the man, bro. I've always said he's not the man, but he's the man.
So what are United doing? Like, I just don't understand. Like, all the fans can see it. Why can't the board see it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He was the man to steady the ship at the time, bro. There was pure animosity in that club when Mourinho left, bro.
But Steph, you're saying this, but he's been there for 2 years,
yes,
and he's not achieved.
He's
not achieved anything. You're saying that he wants to steady the ship. The club's a mess. Pogba wants out.
Yeah, but Pogba's wanted out for a while. You got
defenders that can't defend. You got strikers that aren't over scoring. The board, I just don't. God knows what the board are even doing. The club's a mess. So how is the ship steady?
You don't understand. You're not understand what I'm saying, bro. You're not understand what I'm saying. When Mourinho was at the club, everyone even the players. None of the players wanted to play for him. Nobody wanted to be around the club when Mourinho was there, bro. When Mourinho's end season, when they had to sack him, they had to let him go, bro. Because not only was he transferring that negativity into the team, it was transferring it around the ground, bro. They had to let him go, bro. Which is why there was such a change when Ollie came in. All of these players were happy, bro. They started playing. And it's
what good is it?
They're happy, but they're not winning.
Let me finish. When he came in, they were happy, bro. Which is why you saw the change in Man United's form, bro. Man United went 14 games unbeaten, bro. That was what got him. That was what got him.
Zero progression anywhere.
This is what I'm saying, Emmanuel. I'm with Emmanuel on this one. Steph, you're saying they're happy. I don't care how happy you are. Football is a result business. They haven't achieved anything.
I guarantee right now they're not happy. When in professional sports, if you're losing, you are not happy.
You lot ain't letting me finish, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking.
Okay, go on.
No, say what you're saying, bro. You ain't even finish. It's annoying. So say what you're saying. You might got stuff to say.
Nah. You're the United fan here. You're the United fan here.
No. Say it, bro.
You do it.
The chat, no. You better
forget it. I'm gonna say it. Forget it. I'm gonna say it. Emmanuel, I'm with you on this one. Even though you might say, "Oh, the players are happy. There's no kumbaya." What good is kumbaya if you haven't achieved anything? Yeah, fair enough. The environment under Mourinho was toxic, but these guys were getting medals at the end of every season. Ollie just bringing like vibes, no toxic, just vibes, and he's not even getting the vibes right. Manny, what are you saying?
Nah, let Steph speak, innit?
No, because you don't want to let me finish, bro. You were
Nah, go on. We'll let you finish now.
Let me finish No. Go on. We'll let you finish.
You're talking about pure vibes, and you didn't let me get to that point.
Okay, go on.
What are you buying to that point? I was talking about the toxicity when Mourinho was there, when he left, when Ollie first came in, 14 games unbeaten. The environment changed, bro. The environment changed. The board look at that and go, boom, there's a change in environment. The players are playing. Give him a contract. Give him a couple of years. See what he can do. And yeah, fair enough. There hasn't been any progression, any questions to titles or whatever. But the idea was never to keep Ollie in that job for a long period of time, in my eyes anyway. Either way I saw it, he was the stopgap before we move on to a manager that can actually push us that way. But it's all about filling those things, getting those ingredients in place. Something like a director of football, getting those people there. Someone actually that knows about football to get in there and buy the players that we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, what we're looking at is, I've always said to you that Ollie can't motivate players, bro. Ollie doesn't motivate players because against the small teams, he can't do it. Against the small teams, our players aren't up for it, bro. Against the big teams now, the players aren't up for it anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like against the big, but if you look at his ratio in terms of big games won and big games lost, he's won all the big games, and that's because the players motivate themselves.
Bro,
let me finish, bro, because you're gonna go left. You're gonna take this argument totally somewhere else. What I'm not talking about. Will Ollie keep his job? Probably. Will he keep it until the end of the season? That wouldn't surprise me. Is he the man to take Man United forward? No, but I don't control that, bro. I don't control that right now. You know what I'm saying? If Man United finish outside the top 4, then yeah, he won't keep his job. It's that simple.
To be honest, based off that, I'm surprised he's even still in a job.
Yeah, no, I don't understand.
Because I'm just saying, like, this is Man United. Like, this wouldn't happen at any other top elite European club. This wouldn't happen at Real Madrid. It wouldn't happen at Barca. He probably wouldn't even happen at Arsenal. So why is it being allowed to happen at United? I'm saying this guy, he just doesn't have tactics. He's not a good manager. He's not a good coach. And some of his tactics as well.
Yeah.
People say, oh yeah, they didn't like the way Mourinho played football, blah, blah, blah. All he doesn't even have a style of play. He plays 3-4 different systems,
Yeah.
3-4 different weeks. What's that
He's
about?
not. I don't think he knows his team as well. It's always in and out with some players. Some players.
Here's the thing.
Play this
I feel
week.
like you man are coming at me about the manager, bro. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not defending the manager, bro. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
He's not my manager.
I think my problem is, well, I don't support United, but my understanding is why is he still in there? Like, what is the board seeing? That's what I just don't understand. That's my whole point.
But then the idea that the Man United dynasty was not built overnight. It took time. The club that people talk about, Manchester United, Sir Alex didn't build it over one night, over one season. He lost games, bro. He finished, bro. There was the season that I think he won his first trophy. He almost got sacked, bro. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not built over one season. Now people look at today's world and go, boom, because we're in today's world, it can't work like that previously. And I don't know.
But the thing is, you keep on saying that, but you know Ollie's not the man for the job, so why can't the board see that? Do they think he's the man for the job?
I'll tell you why. Emmanuel, the answer to your question, the reason why is because the board love him because he's a yes man. They don't like anyone that's going to go against them. For example, Mourinho came out and spoke against them, gone. Van Gaal was saying, I'm not happy about this, gone. Ollie was like, well, you know, we got Rashi and Martial, and they know he's not going to come up. Like, they're scared of confrontation because they're so, what's the word? They're so inadequate in their job themselves. They're not. This is another example of people who are not footballing people making decisions at a high level. Anyone that has footballing intelligence or makes footballing decisions will make you see that this guy can't do this job, is incompetent. But that incompetence from the board is stemming down all the way down from the board to Ollie, to the players, and now to the fans. It's not realizing that,
Here's the thing. I don't think Ollie's an incompetent manager. I just don't think he's amongst the elite that should manage Man United. That's my thing. I don't think he's an incompetent manager. I don't think he's amongst the elite when we're talking about a club like Manchester United.
He got fired by Cardiff.
But listen, there are managers.
Yeah, managers get fired all the time.
You get what I'm saying? Managers get fired all the time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's been managers that have been fired from crappy places that have gone on to better jobs and do better, bro. It doesn't make a difference. I just don't think he is elite.
He's basically not at the top tier of managers.
He's not amongst the. He should be the person that manages maybe an Everton, that sort of level, like, you know, maybe even a bit lower than that, bro. Like, you know, like your Wolves, your that's it. Just
we can agree on that.
Elite, but it's like, you know, it's whether. Do I think he will still be in the job at the end of the year? I think it all comes down to whether, like, if he goes on and wins an FA Cup, a Carling Cup, and qualifies for top four, we'll be sitting there having a different conversation.
Yeah, I just see it as the reason why he's still in the job, and it kind of just makes sense now because the board is so incompetent. They think they're actually doing a good job. They look at the table and think, oh, Ollie's in the title race. We could actually have something here, not realizing the guy just isn't a good manager. He's not a motivator. So what they're doing is saying, okay, right, well, you stay in the job. We're not really footballing people. We don't know what's going on with football. We don't make football decisions. We're just bankers. We care about profit. And you're not going to answer back to us. You're not going to come out and speak to us because this is your dream job and you're living your dream. So you're never going to say no to us.
Yeah, but like everything runs its course. Everything has its time. Like, there's only so long you can keep a nice man down. It doesn't really matter, bro. Like, it doesn't really matter anything, bro. There's only so long he can sit there and be like, yeah, let's all play pretty and pavy if he's not getting the players he wants. And it happens with everyone. Everyone has it at some point. There's only someone else who can do it. But what I'm saying is, if he goes on to win an FA Cup or Carling Cup, or and qualifies in the top four, we'll be sitting here having a whole different conversation.
To be fair, if he
just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
if he won a trophy, listen, as a Liverpool fan, if he won a trophy, I'll be happy because I want him to stay for as long as possible.
But what I'm saying is, if he wins a trophy, it'll be a whole different situation because we'll be talking about, all right, so now he's won something. Now what? Like, what? Can they sack him after winning something?
I'll take keep him.
Huh?
They did for Van Gaal, didn't they?
The thing is, Van Gaal was on the way up. Van Gaal was on the way out before he won something, bro. You know what I'm saying? They had tapped up Mourinho like a good couple months beforehand. You know what I'm saying? It was just waiting for it, so it was slightly different. But I guess also we got to touch on that whole Pogba situation as well. That whole Pogba stuff is a whole nother thing. But I think I was saying I think I said to boys in the group chat, like Pogba has failed to deliver for Man United. There's no questions if or buts about it. He's just failed to deliver for Man United. He probably should have left last season or the beginning of this season, but Man United were being stubborn as a club and don't want to let him go. His agent, someone needs to bang him in his face because he's annoying. He's annoying. The stuff he's coming out with. It's unnecessary. It's not necessary, bro. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
You know I'm saying there's a way to run yourself and a way to act in it, and he just doesn't do it for me. Like I'll punch him up if I saw him outside. I'll beat him up, bro. Like he's an idiot. Literally.
Not that way. Inciting violence, by the way. Here, guys.
You don't condone that.
But like he's just he's just there for no reason, bro. He's just causing problems.
I don't understand. There's lots of things I don't understand with United. Why is Pogba not telling this guy to shut up? Like
Pogba wants to go, bro. Pogba wants to go, bro.
But the way you act about it, it's not professional. Like from Pogba, what he's doing,
it's not.
He's not delivered on the pitch, and now he's not delivering off the pitch to go about things the right way.
I can guarantee you, if you ask most United fans, most United fans are like, no, do you know what? It's time to go, bro. It's time for him to move on, bro. Like he's not delivered. He's not delivered. It's the same as that. Sorry.
He definitely, Steph, I agree. He's definitely not delivered. But my whole thing with this Pogba thing is, it epitomizes how much of a mess United are at the moment in time. And again, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go back to Ollie again. I'm sorry. It might seem like I'm digging him out, but listen, think about this, right? Imagine if in the days of Sir Alex Ferguson, or even a Mourinho or a Jurgen Klopp or Arsene Wenger, imagine a player comes out, his agent comes out, disrespects your club publicly. This undermines the manager. The next game, the manager's bringing this guy on. Like the minute that happens, Ollie should have come out and said, you know what? I don't care how good you are. This is Man United. Yeah. This club is bigger than you. You will never play for this club again. You're going to play with the reserves until you leave. Either you come out and make a statement saying you're sacking your agent, or you apologize, or get him to apologize to the club, because what he's doing, silence is compliance. What Pogba's doing right now, silence is compliance. You're like, the fact is, how is an agent disrespecting one of the, if not the biggest club in the world? Yeah. And then the manager has the incompetence to go and bring him on in the second half. That basically means that they've won. Yeah.
To be honest, I think even when Pogba leaves, I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like as a footballer, from what I've seen, I just don't think he's got it. I don't rate it.
He is overrated. But the problem is he's grown up. He's got his level of rating. Like technically he's good. Like if you talk to players that have played against him, said you can't get close to him. When he's got the ball at his feet, you can't get close to him. Now I can't judge it because I've never played against him. But that's what people say. When I watch him play, he has too many ups and downs. There is no level of consistency playing at United when you compare it to playing at France. So for France, he's like one of their best players. Like he turns up every week, sort of thing. Like, but it's the fact that I think for France, it's the one-off games, and I think Mourinho said it. Pogba is good in those one-off tournaments where you play a certain amount of games. And he's just got to turn up for those sort of amount of games. But over a season of 38 games, especially in the Premier League where it's intense and going, you can't do it. You can't last.
And also, Steph, like, I completely agree with you what you're saying. Like, I've never thought he was this world beater. Like, don't get me wrong. I think he's a great player on his moment when he has his days. But to me, he's not world class. But my whole thing is, football aside, it's like, who do you think you are? Like, how dare you, sort of thing? How dare you come out after? Especially, I'm not a United fan. I'm just sort of looking at this like what United stands for as a club. All the legends, all the people you're disrespecting by having this rat of an agent coming out and saying all these things, and also, Steph, the fact that you're not even doing that, you're not even performing on the pitch, but your agent has the nerves to come on and say these things, and your silence and being compliant about the whole situation, and on top of that, United actually, you came from United Academy as well. So where's the respect? Everything United has done for
damaged. You. Is there a reason why Fergie got rid? Was he got rid of him in the first place.
Fergie didn't get rid of him. It was because of his agent. His agent had already.
United didn't learn from that.
No. If Fergie was there, Pogba wouldn't be back.
So we still got the same agent from that time when
Fergie. Yeah.
That should have been a sign.
Fergie was like, yeah, I don't want him at the club. If that's his agent, that's fine. Like, let him go.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing. Fergie let him go, no problem, easy. Like, let him go. But yeah, all right, boys. Well, we're running out of time, so let's move on to our next topic, which is the Champions League winners. And based on who we've seen over the Champions League, who are we going for? Who are we saying?
Oh no, this season is hard to tell because Bayern Munich are not looking as strong, even in their own league, are not looking as strong as they are last season. But if we're still talking about favourites, they're still, I would stay with them for now.
Okay.
I'll tell you who it's not going to be. It's not going to be United. No, I'm joking. Nah, to be fair, if every time Liverpool in the Champions League, I can never bet against Liverpool. That's our competition. Like anytime, if we get past the last 16, we're gonna be on something. Like I never back Liverpool. I don't never ever back Liverpool in the Champions League. We just it's like a love affair we have with that competition. But the thing is, I think this is the year an English team will win it again.
I'm going for two. I've got two people that might. Two things I'm in it.
What?
I'm gonna put it out there. Yeah, I'm saying another I'm putting PSG out there, bro. I'm saying PSG. I'm putting PSG there, bro. I'm putting PSG there, bro. And then I'm also gonna put Man City there as well, bro.
Wow. So no love for Bayern this season. What's changed?
No love for Bayern this season.
No love for Liverpool.
Nah, look for Liverpool. I'm saying Man City or PSG. Bayern a quality team. You can't deny Bayern Munich, bro. You can't deny Bayern Munich. And they were the best of everyone last season. Whether it's the same this season, I don't know. But I'm putting it out there. I'm going for someone different. I feel like this is Pep's time, bro.
I don't know. Over to like games, Man City just never seem to do it. They just don't. I don't understand.
They don't have the mentality. Yeah. They don't have the mentality to do it.
Well, they done it against Madrid last season. They just look like I said. They beat teams that they shouldn't have, and they lost against a team that they shouldn't have. Do you get what I mean? They shouldn't have beat Real Madrid, but they did. But they shouldn't have lost against I can't remember who, Leon. They shouldn't have against Leon. Yeah. But they did. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why Man City can't do it this season. And then you've got the dark horses of Chelsea.
For Chelsea. I was going to say Chelsea as well.
Chelsea are a dark horse just because of the players they have. But I don't think I'll stand it again. I don't think the manager has the ability to lead the club to that. I don't think personally.
Time will tell. But what do we think about Atletico? Because that's one team I don't want us to draw against. I hate everything about Atletico Madrid.
Atletico, each and every season, they always disappoint. When was the last time they got to the final?
I think it was 2017 when that's Madrid.
Do you know what though? I totally respect Atletico, bro. Like people hate the way they play, bro, but you can't hate the way they play because it works.
No, I don't hate it. I just think it's a very awkward style for like teams like Liverpool. I don't want to play them at all.
You can never bet against them getting to the semi-finals because they always get they're always in it, but like taking that next step, they always seem to falter.
No, I just think what it is they don't have. They're great at defending, but their defensive style reduces how much goals they score. They have very attacking players. They have players in the team that can be fluid in attack, but like Simeone doesn't like to let them off the leash, bro. So it's like. They may only beat you by like 1 or 2 goals, bro. But that's and just hold it out. Like that's how they play. But they've got play like Thomas Lamar's turning up this season.
Felix is turning up.
Felix.
They're actually turning up this season. So you never know. They could be another dark horse. But my dark horse is Chelsea, just because of the players they have. But then I don't know if the manager has the ability to do that. To make them all I don't know.
For me, I'm obviously backing Liverpool. It's a love affair with the Champions League.
You can never bet against Liverpool for all they've done.
I'm backing United to win the Europa League still. I'm not going to lie.
I thought you was going to say I'm backing United to win the Champions League, and I forgot, they're out.
I'm backing United to win the Europa League. No, hands down, bro. Hands down. There's no team better than us in there, bro. No team.
Well, Steph, I'm just glad you could admit you were wrong. When I told United weren't getting out of the group, I'm just glad that you can admit you were wrong.
I give Edward all the credit on that, to be fair, because I wasn't sure as well, to be fair. I was like, what?
If you check the logistics, we should have made it out of that group easy.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Easy. And those players will have to look at themselves at the night time and be like, boom, I have failed this city, bro. That's what they have to look at themselves. I have failed this city.
Man United let Fergie down.
Nah, bro. Man United let everyone down, bro. Not just Fergie, bro. They let everyone down, bro. You know what I'm saying? They let everyone down. And they're lucky that only a certain amount of fans can get into the stadium right now. But, you know what I'm saying?
Imagine the fans were there.
It would have been a very, like, a disastrous situation for Oli. It still is. But, like I said to you, if we go on to win a cup, he has a good Premier League season, we'll be having a totally different conversation at the end of the season, bro. So,
for me, he's just never gonna be good enough. He's not good enough. He never will be good enough.
He's not good enough, you know. Say no more. All right, people. Well, thank you for joining us again for this episode of Football on Demand. Again, like, share, subscribe, and comment at the bottom, and we will see you again next week for another episode. All right, peace out, people.
Peace out, peeps.
Peace out.